Let's keep this going. We can change it up if we want to. Keep it guessing, keep it guessing. Keep it guessing, keep it guessing. It's like ooh la la, ooh la la. It's not hard to say how I feel. It's like ooh la la, ooh la la. It's kinda easy now cause it's real. Hey. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na.
Hey, hi you guys. How are you? Oh my goodness. Let me turn this light on too. There, come on. Turn on. There we go. Ah, good. There we go. How is everybody tonight? I think I'm turning into a bear because all I want to do is hibernate. I've been sleeping long hours at night and not getting up and getting some stuff done that I thought I was going to do. And just, yeah, hibernation. That's me. Ready to hibernate. But I'm here. Yeah. There's no place like Gnome for the holidays. Yes. So how is everybody? Tamara's here and Linda's here, of course. Yay. Oh my gosh, it's so good. We had just to catch you up. So Tuesday was our wedding anniversary, 47 years. It was delightful. We had so much fun. We took ourselves out to dinner at a place called Cuerno Bravo, which is a prime steakhouse, high-end steakhouse, and it has the Angus steaks and stuff, but it also has Australian Wagyu and Japanese Wagyu. And we had a flight of 3 different kinds. Yeah, it was, let's just say we were splurging. It was a wonderful time though, very well done. The restaurant has gotten lots and lots and lots of awards and whatnot for having super good steak. And it was kind of a Mexican steakhouse, which was interesting because a lot one of the steak had side sauces like mole and chorizo and just all kinds of wonderful things. So it was very fun. We had a good time, and we went early because there was a windstorm coming in. So we were home. It was raining like crazy on the drive home, but we got home before the wind really picked up. And then that night the wind picked up, and Bob got up at 5 o'clock in the morning to let Aldo out. And Aldo didn't really need to go out. The power had gone out. And when the power goes out, it sets off the alarms on my uninterrupted power supply and some other things. And Aldo hates it. It just drives him nuts. And he shakes and says, so 5 o'clock in the morning, Bob went out and it was 60-mile-an-hour winds outside. So we had the power out for 10 hours yesterday. And then internet didn't come back on until this morning, about 11. So it was like, oh, okay, am I going to have internet to do the show? But I was able to last night because I have cellular data. So what we did instead, because we were kind of like we had the fireplace going, so it stayed warm. But we couldn't get internet, so I hooked up the TV to my computer on HDMI, and then I hooked my computer through my phone, through my cellular on my phone with a hotspot, and then had Speedify to boost it all. And we were able to watch some videos on YouTube. At least we could do that. So that was nice. Yes. Oh, you got the tree skirt? I mean, your tree finish, the tree skirt isn't finished, but oh well. Happy and yummy. So it's been kind of a challenge, to say the least, with all of that going on and stuff. And then I just haven't, I don't know what. I don't know. I'm just like, oh, why am I so tired? Anyway, just that's the way it is. I did manage to pick up everything I needed for the grandkids for Christmas, and we'll get that to them this weekend and then next week and all that other stuff. And yep. What? Oh, say big at Christmas sale now. No, thank you. Something that's going across. So anyway, I was trying to find some different books and stuff to read for tonight, but I found I just wanted to read a couple that I have on my shelf, and I think I'm going to read Snow and Gnome. And I don't think I read Gnome last year. I think it's been a couple years, and Snow, it's been a while, but I chose them partially for the artwork because they're so different in the artwork. But Snow is one that's all collage work, and the other one is just fun. It's just kind of a fun. And it's that I'm wishing it would snow. It would be nice. But I'm also glad it's not. So I'm just, yeah. So I need this tonight. I needed some stories to read, something to do, and to make myself feel a little bit perkier. I'm trying to get some stuff done. So thank you. Happy anniversary. Yes, thank you. Yay. I know, 47 years. Woof. That was crazy. That's crazy. Okay, so the two stories. Let's get moving. Get the keyboard up here. And let's go to... Where am I? Oh, there. Nope. Here we go. Okay, here's the two books. Snow and Gnome from Gnome. I think I'm going to start with Gnome from Gnome. Oh, and I've been painting my little things. I was able to take those to Artists and Craftsmen, the ones that the grandkids did, and drop them off so that they had that. Let's see. Boom. There we go. And here I am. So there, Gnome from Gnome. It's by Stephen Cosgrove and Robin James. This is a couple who did the Serendipity books. And if you know The Weedle and the Needle and all kinds of books like that, a long time ago, they were quite popular. And Stephen Cosgrove and Robin James are both from this area. This is dedicated to the kindly folk that call Alaska home. May they live forever in the glow of midnight rainbows. And in loving memory of Renee and Robert James, Robin's parents and the dearest of dear friends. Without them, the Serendipity vision would not have been complete. Love them then and them now, and will cherish their memories forever. Stephen Cosgroves. This book was written in 2012 published by Sasquatch Books. And the text is on one side. So what I'm able to do on this is I'm going to be able to give you guys a larger view, and then I just have to move myself over here. And let's see. That's that one. Hang on, let me get to the window. Camera effects. There we go. That one. See if I can move myself. There we go. So I can see the text and still talk to you guys. Yeah. So this is the Gnome from Gnome. If you travel north Far beyond the warmth and comfort of summer seas, you will find yourself at the North Pole. It's cold and barren here, colder than the backside of an ice cube, and with nary a tree or a bush in sight. It was here, surrounded by spires of frost and rime, that lived a very cold and lonely gnome. There we go. His name was Alapuu, which simply means feeling cold, which he did and was all the time. The little gnome was so cold that his nose had turned blue. Even his ears were brittle cold and would probably break if you touched them. Truly, it could be said that Alapuu often did through chattering. I'm cold from the inside out. Brightness. There we go. Alapuu tried anything and everything you could imagine to get warm. He flapped his arms. He stomped his feet. But the cold inside he could not delete. Maybe if I shout, the cold will come out, he chattered, his teeth chattering from the cold. Sure enough, every time he shouted, a cloud of cold would puff from his mouth. But still, the gnome was bitterly cold from the inside out. Finally, with snow swirling about his legs, he packed a bag with his few worldly wonders, a pair of pajamas, a bristly brush, and a small steel pick he had found. With the pack flopped over his back, he left the North Pole, never to return. I will find warm from the inside out, or my name isn't Alapuu. Hey, Layla, hi, honey. Oh, you're not late. I just got started on the story. Oh my gosh. Flapping his arms and stomping his feet and shouting all the way, he traveled across the ice and snow until he skittered down the state of Alaska and onto the shores of the Bering Sea. Now, unlike the North Pole, here there were forests of birch and aspen, but like where he came from, it was still very, very, very cold. Winter windfall branches were scattered about, and the gnome quickly set about digging a pit and filling it with kindling and such. But poor Alapuu had a wealth of ideas, but not a single match with which to light a fire. Sadder and colder than when he had ever felt before, the gnome sat on the snow-covered log and began to cry large, frosty tears. Oh, dear, he chattered loudly. There must be a way for me to get warm from the inside out. As fate would have it, a sea otter happened by, a bright purple scarf wrapped around its neck. If Alapuu was cold, the otter was colder still. Why are you crying? Shivered the otter. Because I'm so cold, shouted the gnome. But why are you shouting? Because, yelled the gnome, when I shout, the cold inside comes out. Well, the otter thought about that for a moment and then tipped his head back and hollered into the dark, cold sky. Sure enough, out came a puff of cold, but still he was cold from the inside out. For the rest of the afternoon, they sat on the log, shivering, shaking, and shouting, trying to get warm from the inside out. It finally dawned on them that sitting on a frozen log was doing nothing to keep them warm. They needed shelter from the wind and the cold snow whipping about. We could build a cabin, chattered the otter, but we have no axe to chop down the trees.
I know, groaned the gnome, but I do have a pick. We could use it to dig a shelter. Maybe underground we could find some warmth we seek.
And Alapu'u began to dig and dig. The work was made all the harder by small mud-caked stones embedded in the frozen earth. But the gnome simply swung harder, and the nuggets soon piled at his feet. As the gnome dug, the otter carried the stones and sandy rubble down to the beach and scattered it about. Back and forth he went with Alapu, who dug deeper and deeper into the hillside. Soon they had a shelter from the bitter winter wind and the driving snow, and they quickly moved the kindling and such from the fire pit outside to the new pit inside. But their efforts were to no avail. They had no match with which to light a fire. They stood on either side of the pit and looked at each other with cold, blank stares. They were still cold from the inside out. All would have ended this way. Two lonely frozen critters standing around a pit filled with sticks. Had they not heard someone call out from down on the beach, "Eureka! We have found the mother lode!" The two hurried from the shelter, and there on the shore they saw the most amazing sight. 3 men were eagerly picking up the stones that the otter had scattered on the beach. Who are you and what are you doing?" the gnome asked grumpily. "Those are our stones and this is our beach." The men stopped picking up the nuggets and looked at the odd pair. One of the men stepped forward and tipped his hat. My name is Eric and this is Japhet and John. We are prospectors looking for gold." He looked down at the beach strewn with the nuggets the otter had thrown away. "We would be willing to trade you for the gold." Still cold to the bone, Alapu'u chattered, What is gold? Can it light a fire?" No," answered the prospector, scratching his head. "Honestly, it can't." Then we have no interest. You can have it for the price of a match to light our fire." "A match?" "Yes, a match," said the otter. We desperately wish to be warm from the inside out." The prospectors eagerly agreed, and Alapu'u and the otter quickly led them back to their shelter and the pile of kindling in the fire pit. "We are so cold. Light this fire and help us get warm from the inside out, and the gold is yours for the taking." Eric pulled a wooden match from his pocket and struck it against a rock. It burst into flame, and with it he carefully lit the kindling. The tiny flame leaped from stick to stick, and soon the fire warmed the inside of the cave. The deal complete, the prospectors moved down the beach and began collecting the gold. The gnome and the otter warmed their fronts and their backsides with the fire. Their skins soon glowed with the warmth that was provided, but oddly enough, there was still something missing. They were still cold from the inside out. Angrily, the gnome and the otter stormed down to the beach. "We've been cheated," muttered the gnome. "Yes," agreed the otter. "You have our gold, but we're still cold from the inside out." And the prospector Japhet laughed merrily. "The secret to being warm from the inside and out is simply as can be. The secret, simply said, is friendship." "Friendship?" asked the gnome. "Yes. Do you like the otter?" "Well, of course I do." Japhet patted the otter on the head and asked, "And is the gnome your friend?" "Well, of course." "Then you have the secret already. For the simple secret to being warm from the inside out is friendship, of which you both have plenty." Alapu'u looked at the otter, and the otter looked at the gnome. Slowly, they felt themselves thawing deep from the inside out. Filled with their newfound warmth, the gnome and his best friend forever, the otter, returned to their shelter on the edge of the Bering Sea. They live there to this very day, wrapped warmly in their friendship while sipping cups of whisper tea. Whenever you travel in life, or wherever you travel in life, no matter where you roam, you'll always find friends in Alaska, just like the gnome from Gnome. Look at the aurora. So, yep. And Stephen Cosgrove says, I've spent my life as a dream maker. To be able to crawl inside a story as it is being created is an unbelievable and delightful experience. By reading this book and others that I have written, you are able to share my experience. I have written and published 320 books so far, and it is only by the grace of God that I continue this amazing adventure. And about the illustrator, I've been drawing since I could hold a pencil. After illustrating more than 80 books over the past 35 years, I realize there is no greater joy than doing what I love and knowing it may bring a smile to someone's face. It's the icing on the cake of life. Oh, Layla, do you remember the name of this character from the Serendipity books? This is the guy that wrote Weedle on the Needle. That is the gnome from Gnome. Boom. There we go. Yay. There. Ah. Yes. So, oh, Fatima's here. Yay. Yeah, it is a good one. Thanks, Layla. I'm glad you like the voices. When are you guys coming up? Are you coming up like this weekend? I have to get everybody's presents wrapped. Grandma Goose behind the times. Always, always, always. Okay. So, like I said, I've been feeling like I've been hibernating because it's. I tell you, when the power was out yesterday for so long, and then, it fortunately it's nice to have a wood stove, but the wind was rough, and we out here on the tip of the Key Peninsula where we are were some of the last ones to get our power back on the whole, because the whole key went out, and there was trees everywhere, down crazy. Let's see who's all here. Layla's here and Tamara's here. Fatima's stopped in. I'm glad you guys liked it. Yay. It is a beautiful book. Serenity Books, and read them all. Yay. Yes, Stephen Cosgrove and Robin James. Robin James lived up near Maltby. Now, out near where I taught for a lot of years. My first elementary school was Maltby Elementary, and she lived out there. And she oftentimes came to the schools, if I remember right. Yay. Anyway, the next book is called Snow, and it's written and illustrated by Nancy Elizabeth Wallace. And I chose it because it's very simple, but the illustrations in this book were cut from origami paper and found paper, such as envelopes and bags and homemade fiber paper. The shapes were cut with Sharon Schneid scissors and pasted in position with a glue stick and a pair of tweezers. I thought that was kind of cool. Reminds me a little bit of Goodnight Moon, the way it's illustrated. Let's get here. Snow. And I need this back here again. So you have me. Let's see if I need to change the size on this one I do. Yeah, so you can get both pages in, because this one has both pages. So, see, my new overhead camera is working so well. It is just so much clearer and does just what I want it to. Let me go to this and see if I can get a little bit more brightness. There we go. Yay. Yes. And it's just so nice and clear for you guys. And it's easy to adjust the size for the picture. I'm so pleased. Yes. So this one's called Snow. And you can see already, I'll pull this up close. See the details in how the cover was done with the collage. I love that. Snow. Written and illustrated by Nancy Elizabeth Wells. And I love the fact how she put the shading around to make it, probably had it standing off. My friend Lala was doing that the other day. To Peter, who supplies the love. This book was written in 1995. Yay. Bob just, I'll tell you remind me to tell you afterwards about this classics. I have always loved the snow. When I was small, my brother Max and I lived where the meadow meets the wood. Each winter morning, I looked out the window, hoping the blanket of white had covered the earth during the night. On gray winter days, Max and I often watched from the green bench by the window. Whoever saw the first flakes drifting down would shout, "It's snowing!" Then our mama would help us bundle up in snow pants and jackets and scarves and boots, and we squiggled and squirmed to hurry outside. I love these. I remember that Max and I would stick out our tongues to catch snowflakes. We could taste their coldness. Sometimes, if we were very careful, we might catch one single, perfect flake to look at. It is still a wonder to me that each and every snowflake in all of time is different. On the fresh new snow in the meadow, we would lie down and make prints with our bodies. I remember saying, "Hush, Max, be still." And for a moment or two, we lay there listening to the silence. One time, Max and I rolled up small snowballs until they grew bigger and bigger and bigger. We piled one on top of another and sculpted snow ears. Our mama gave us her old pink scarf to tie around the snow rabbit's neck, and she laughed. "I think it looks like Grandpa." Max insisted that we leave a carrot out for our snow rabbit in case he got hungry during the night. When we came back to visit the next day, there were nibble marks on the carrot. This is true. Max and I had a sled made of birchwood. We would pull it up to the top of the hill, then down we slid to the bottom, gliding on two runners, leaving a trail behind. Max would always say, "I want to be in front. Let me be in front." Most times, I would. We always made snowballs to throw. The snow squeaked as it was packed round and hard. "Max," I'd call from behind a tree, "come here. I want to show you something." When he came closer, I'd bombard him with snowballs. Of course, he threw some back at me. Whenever the ground was covered with snow, we would sprinkle sunflower seeds to feed the birds. Our mama said, if we start to feed the birds in winter, we must continue until spring because they will come to depend on us. So we did. Afterward, in our snug kitchen, we made hot chocolate. Max liked to measure out the 6 spoonfuls of cocoa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, he'd count. I, because I was older, poured the milk. Then Mama heated it on the stove, adding a bit of honey. We would all drink in the warmness. Though many years have gone by, I still feel the magic when it snows. Layla, this reminds me of you and Lachlan, the big sister and the little brother, the great big sister that you are. I love this. There it starts with that one. I've always loved the snow. And ends again. Though many years have gone by. I love this, how she did the window and the cardinal in the window. There's like a picture done in collage. Just like what goes around comes around. How pretty is that? Oh, you're partial to the gnome. Yay. Yes, it's Layla, it's a new the Meat 2. It's a little tiny thing. It's only like oh here. Let me boop boop go to here. It's an inch and 5/8 or an inch and 3/4 by an inch and 3/8 by 5/8 inch. It's very tiny. It's a little tiny thing, but it's very cool. So it's my new overhead to show things overhead because the other one just wasn't focusing. Yay. Anyway, let me just check something here really quick. See if I have another Christmas story available for. Oh, yes. Let's see. This is kind of a short one. If I can get it to pull up right and show the way I want it to. And yes, see, that looks right. Get it back. There we go. Yes, this is how it's supposed to go. Okay, I got another story. I have one more. And this one is by Taro Gomi. It's a Christmas book, and I wasn't sure if it would stand up, but since I did another one with collage, I think I'll do this one too. It's you kind of have to look in the background of the pictures. I hope you can see them up. I'll see what size I need on. Oh, it's not going to be on the overhead. It's on Libby. So you should be able to see it real well. But it's got kind of it's a little an illusion type in the pictures. Once again, made great selections. Thank you. Okay, so let's try this one too because I want to see how this goes. I got to get that screen share up. I didn't test this one out on size, so hopefully it's going to be enough for you guys. Screen share. There we go. Yeah, okay, you can see this. This is called Presents Through the Window, a Taro Gomi Christmas book. Let's see. There. And get me... well, hang on. Let me just do something. I have to fix that picture of me on there so that it's not quite so big and in the wrong spot. And in the middle there, I'll make it smaller so I can still see the book. All right. Then we go back to here, and then we go back to here. So you guys can try to get you to there. Presents Through the Window, a Taro Gomi Christmas book. Another one with collage, but so fun. Here comes Santa Claus. Why is Santa Claus in a helicopter? This was originally published in 1983 and published in the United States in 2016. Interesting. It's Christmas Eve. Santa sets out with a pack of presents. I see that a mouse lives here. I love this. Look at how Santa is in pink and got a mustache, not a beard. It's completely different. I see that a mouse lives here. I will give him a pair of tiny boots. Oh. A little kitten must live in this house. Oops. Right. Everyone knows that kittens love pretty bows. He saw the kitten, the toy kitten, not the pig. A zebra definitely lives here. I will leave him a scarf to match his stripes. Oh my goodness. Look at the geese had made the stripes in the window from back there to there. Oh, I love that. No one's home. I don't need to leave any presents here. Oh dear. Poor bear. Ah, I see the ears of a sly fox. Wonder what this'll be. This cap will be a perfect fit. Uh-oh. Ooh, look at those scary crocodile teeth. I'll just toss him this extra large sweater. Oh dear. Crocodile teeth. Bunny's having a sleepover. What do we have here? Why, twins, of course. No problem. I'll just drop off 2 presents. Ah, one's a balloon and one's the kid. Now it's Christmas morning. Lucky me, I got 2 presents. I didn't get any presents at all. I'll share with you, Bear. Thank you. Crocodile's got the hat. The mouse has the boots. The 3 geese have the scarf. Oh, the pig's got the bow. Everyone loves their presents. And the rabbits are all stuck inside the sweater. Thank you. Even the little rabbits. Good work, Santa. Taro Gomi is a well-known author and illustrator who's created more than 350 books for readers of all ages, including Bus Stops, My Friends, Spring is Here, The Great Day, and Over in the Ocean. He lives in Tokyo, Japan. Oh, well, that was different. I had seen that one today when I was looking through things, and I thought, if it fits, it fits. And then I decided to do snow and gnomes, and I've almost forgotten about it. I'm glad I didn't. Something just a little different, some collage. I have enough found pieces of paper. I could probably make a ton of collages. Sharing is caring, yes. Poor Santa. I know. I love the imagination that it takes to have something that you see through the window and have it be something completely different. The illusion completely different. So, you guys, I'll be back on Sunday night with story and art. That is, unless Layla's going to be in town or something and we see them. But I don't know. I think they're seeing their other grandparents when they come up this time. Hopefully, I'll get a chance to, maybe they can come out because she wants to see my studio. We have to get their Christmas presents to them, too. Anyway. It has been a delight. Thanks, you guys, for being here for me. I needed this today. I was, like I said, feeling like a bear that needed to hibernate. I was tired. I was, whoa. And yeah, and this is good, though. Had a, I was going to tell you, I know what I was going to tell you. Bob sent me an article. And I'm going to use it for, I think I'll do it for some shows. And he sent me an article that's in the New York Times. And it's an opinion 10 life lessons grown up for grown-ups from children's classics, a gift article. And it has, I thought it would be a fun takeoff because a couple of them for Light in the Attic and one's from Caleb and Kate. And what are the children's classics? Maybe later. Light in the Attic, Hop on Pop, Caleb and Kate, Rotten Island. That's a Stieg book. I Want My Hat Back. I've read that, John Klassen's, and I'm glad that that's become a classic because it's a fairly newer book. The Story of Ferdinand, which we've read. Chicka Chicka Boom Boom, If You Give a Mouse a Cookie, and There's a Nightmare in My Closet. So, oh, this is a good one. From I Want My Hat Back, the biggest lesson is the biggest liars are the most brazen. Oh my goodness. Avoid people who want to be unhappy from Rotten Island. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I think that would be a fun one. But holiday stories, and this year, Hanukkah starts on Christmas Day. So that will be nice because I found several Hanukkah books to do through the season afterwards. And I'm working on my 12 days of video challenge with my friend Mary Lou. Those videos will come out in January, February, and March, one a week, and they'll be on my on-camera channel. They're all about photography. But yeah, I'm trying to see what anybody got any ideas of something to paint. I'm more gnomes to paint, or what I should paint, or we took all Layla, I took the these guys, most of the ornaments that you guys painted. I kept a couple for myself. I took it to artists and craftsmen so that they got to hand them out to Santa's for seniors, which was really nice. They were very thrilled with them. It was great fun. So anyway, you're the best. Oh, thanks, Grandma. Have a healthy, great Christmas. So, in this group is a gift to all. Yes, everyone in this group is a gift to us all. Yes, I hope they will like them too, Layla. I think that they will. They were very pleased to get them, and it will be a wonderful thing. So, all right, you guys, take care. I'll see you on Sunday for Story and Art. If you've done anything, send in. I got on Suno, which is the AI music generator, to try to come up with a song for my other channel that I'm doing for this thing. It was kind of weird. I almost went down a bad rabbit hole, but not a bad rabbit hole, but a long one. And I thought, I don't need to do that right now. I have some other things to finish. So, man, my light is just, oh, this is changing like. I've got that one back. Anyway, folks, for now, that's the story for tonight. I hope everybody has a great weekend, and I'll see you on Sunday. I hope people have gotten all your stuff together that you need to for the holidays. Tamara, our best to Adrian and your sister, everybody. And Fatima, I hope you're feeling better again. I really do. So you guys, that's it for tonight's For Story Time. Thanks for being here, for filling my bucket. I hope I got to fill yours a little bit. But until next time, everybody, keep looking for the beauty hidden in plain sight. It's all around you. But the first place you'll find it is when you go look in the mirror. And beauty will be looking right back at you. See you then.
In the heat of the night, we could get lost in all the lights and sounds. Feeling alright, we won't go home, we will just stay here downtown. There's not just stars on the boulevard, they're in the light in your eyes. Oh, we don't need.
Oh, I want to see those ornaments. Yay.
I just need you by my side. We could be shameless, famous, running cool, with a love that leaves us weightless. Ooh, drop dead gorgeous, wow. Ooh, you got me feeling starstruck too. We could be famous. We could be famous. You blow my mind.
My favorite color is probably like this. Teal, blue.
You don't even try.
Yeah. Teal, blue, green.
I put you on a pedestal.
He's done.
There's not just
Yay.
stars on the boulevard, they're in the light in your eyes. Oh, we
Yep,
don't
green.
need no black
Teal, green.
cars.
That's me.
I just need you by my side.
You're right. You're right,
We
Tamara.
could be shameless, famous, running cool, with a love that leaves us weightless. Ooh, drop dead gorgeous, wow. Ooh, you got me feeling starstruck too. We could be famous. We could be famous. We could be famous. We could be famous.
Layla, say hi to Lachlan for me. Give him a hug for me. Love you guys. Night, everybody.